shelves at all times. Touch gloves.
Well, this is a cracking bout. Second on prelims here. Zelfa Barrett versus Liam Dillon. Former European champion versus former British champion. Barry, as I say, you feel a win for both very important.
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, the first thought, because Barrett's box at a higher level, is if he loses, he's done. And he needs to win more. But I think it's the same for Liam Dillon, you know, because to keep himself like at the level where, you know, he can maybe challenge for a title, or always be that guy who's the hurdle you got to get over. But he'll lose that and he'll step down below. So it's imperative for both to really make an impact here.
Yeah, for Dillon, as I say, won that British title, beating Kezasfak, split decision. That was in July 2023, and 4 losses that he had. Ryan Garno's looked very good. Reece Bellotti, a cracker at the Indigo at the O2. Pierce O'Leary, Ahmed Hatim in September at York. Also, only good fighters have beaten him, but you feel he needs to turn those losses into a win now. But Zelfa Barrett, as we say, former European champion, world title challenger. You commentated on his fight in Abu Dhabi, didn't you? Rakhimov.
Yeah, he was boxing so well against Rakhimov, he really was, but he had to work hard, and I think that's where Dillon has to make him work hard. And we say it all the time, when you're up against a guy who's technically better than you or more fluid than you, you've got to make them rush their work. You've got to be busy, you've got to be on their chest as quick as you can, rough them up, make it physical, not allowing times to set up the attacks and the fluency and the combinations.
Yeah, nice counter right hand there as he backed Barrett onto the ropes. Dillon. Barrett lost to Jazza Dickens in February of this year. That was over 10 rounds. We've seen what Jazza Dickens has gone on to do. So
he's a WBA regular champion,
yeah.
Isn't he? So, you know, he's having a Indian summer of all Indian summers.
And he's moved up in weight. Zelfa Barrett. He's had a couple of easy run-outs, but this a real serious live fight here. Dillon, the aggressor on the front foot.
Yeah, but just maybe walking onto too many punches to get there, though, Dillon, at the minute. Just no, again, the will's there for Dillon, but the lack of head movement at the time lets him down. And he takes a great shot, but you're still taking them. That's the only worry.
Yeah, he does have his hands high, but as you say, not the quickest on his feet, and the head movement isn't there at the minute. Needs to work off this. It's good flurry of shots there from Barrett.
Yeah, there's a couple of them were blocked, but again, just to accelerate with the work every now and again. It'll, in rounds that not much are happening, that'll do enough to win you the round every time. He's controlling it. Even though he's the one on the move here, Barrett, he's controlling the pace right now. The little fidgety movements he has, Barrett, makes him hard to read at times.
A bit more an injection of pace there from Dillon. Sharp on the feet, but needs to be quicker. That's a nice counter left hook from Barrett.
That's literally his trademark shot.
Yeah, it is.
That or that.
Yeah, he throws those shots. Night's boxing, a home that is waiting for a star.
I think that's great seeing Marcus Morrison in the corner. You can little fight, twice the size of me. He was a good fighter, wasn't he? It's nice to see him still in the game.
Plenty of knowledge, Morrison.
We see him in the corner with Joe Gallagher quite often, but you know, as the second role, don't we? But see him as in giving the instructions is got to be invaluable for someone like Barrett.
Yeah, it's more of the same. In this second round, Barrett on the move. Happy just to move. Nice high guard, though.
It's better from Dillon, though. He's got to punch in bunches, hasn't he?
Yeah, Go again, be as busy as he can. It's very difficult when you've got someone as elusive, as quick on their feet as Barrett. Lovely jab.
But you've got to keep your feet constantly moving forward, but the head's got to move as you come in. Like, that's not bad. Even there, you haven't got the bob and weave type, but you dip your head over. I mean, it's unorthodox, but at least you're making someone search for the target. If you come on square onto Barrett, that uppercut comes into play, that left hook finds a home, and it makes it difficult for you to really get a foothold.
Working well, isn't he? Backed into that neutral corner, some lovely shots to the body, spinning off lovely as well. That right hook upstairs, drops the left to the body. When he's in full flow, Zelfa Barrett, he's a joy to watch. He really is. Well,
I mentioned in the last one about pretty fighter to watch, but when he's then his punches go with the whip of the shots, it really is a nice sight to watch. But Dillon's doing the thought is right from Dillon. Get close, get him on the ropes. That's what he wants him, but he's got to try and just throw more shots, I think, rather than try and pick his shots, which you tend to be the right idea. You've got to try and fluster Barrett.
Tough division this again. Sam Noakes put in a great performance against Abdullah Mason in Riyadh.
And how well was Mason?
Oh,
he chose to fight.
21 years old. Performance like that, incredible.
But I think he could have boxed more. I do, to be honest. But he chose to stand there with Noakes, which is madness in itself.
Joe Cordina, Max Hughes, Leo Doherty. He looked well, didn't he, in Scotland?
Yeah.
With the British title. That's a stunning jab. It really is sharp, wasted, no shows, signs. This is where Dillon needs to get to work.
Yeah, a bit of a slow jab, right hand there from Barrett, and he jumped on him there, Dillon with a left hook. And quite often, I mean, we talk about getting close to the target, it usually is off a shot of your opponent, isn't it? If he throws a lazy shot that is a bit slow, you can come in off that.
Shanking right hand, both landing. Another good round that for Barrett, just moving, cruising, picking some very sharp shots.
Yeah, you know, Dillon's trying to come forward all the time. That's the right idea. He's just giving it too much space and too much time for Barrett to produce work like that. And if he can hit you coming in with the jab and then take a little half a step back, that allows him the time then to whip those uppercuts and those left hooks over the top. And even when Dillon did get him on the ropes, Barrett was able to just slow it down and block and look for the angles to get the shot through the middle.
Yeah, tough as they come, Dillon, as I say. He's been beaten by 4 very good fighters. That Pierce O'Leary fight here, yeah, way too big. But he heard the final bell. He was in the fight. Third rounder, this 8-rounder in the lightweight division. Zelfa Barrett, Liam Dillon. It's been Barrett moving, frustrating Dillon, who's tried, he's picked his moments like that. It's just the sharpness of the footwork of Barrett has just allowed him to spin off the ropes and find his way back to the centre of the ring.
But quickening his feet, okay, he was in a straight line there from Dillon, but quickening his feet, that was the right idea. And yeah, that's right. He didn't work, he didn't come off, it was the right idea. He dipped low, come off that jab of Barrett and threw the right hand over the top.
Yeah, I'd like to see him throw that a bit more, that right over the jab. It's very difficult when he commits to that jab. He's so sharp, isn't he, Barrett? You've got to kind of hope that you can, you know, he pours one out or he shows one and you can get the right over the top.
And what he does, Barrett, which is quite unique, he throws from the hip. It went back to the hip that time, so it's not proving my point. But he brings it back to the head. He does that quite often. That's very unusual. Usually, if it comes low, it goes back low.
Good sharp footwork from Barrett. Nice right hand to take the sting out of the shot there, but
a bit of success.
He's getting a bit closer, isn't he? Nice right to the body. Seen this with fights of Dillon in the past, where he does try to start fast, but as fights progress, he really gets into a momentum. But that's a good right hand from Barrett. narrowly missing with the left hand.
Good shot from Dillon, and again, nice uppercut.
That was a nice shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, he landed a nice straight right hand on with Barrett in the corner, then on that uppercut as he span around.
Definitely the best round for Dillon so far.
But again, that all goes down to making Barrett rush his work, like we mentioned in the first round. You've got to make him get a little bit untidy.
It was a nice uppercut, wasn't it, he threw a moment ago? Sort of screw shot. You don't tend to see it from the rear hand, do you?
No.
I think he's done the right thing with the lead hand at times. He's jabbed to the body of Barrett as opposed to upstairs. Oh, there's that left hook again that you pointed out. His money shot. Lands a nice left to the body as well, Barrett.
Good jab as well there, just to reset.
I think the move up to lightweight will help Barrett as well.
A long time coming, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Long time down at feather and super feather. Always trying, Dillon. Always trying to find an opening or a big shot.
There's a bit of an argument in this round, I think, Dillon.
Yeah.
And some really good shots. So Barrett's been probably the slightly busier, maybe, but
I think that right screw shot. Certainly my favourite shot of the round. Only the 3 stoppages, Dillon, from 15 wins.
which is unusual for a pressure fighter, isn't it? Yeah. But again, I think it takes him a while to warm up. You know, he makes you work hard, though it didn't make it look like that. It was a lovely body shot there from Barrett. And Dillon, as we know, takes the shot really well.
Barrett probably hurt his hands. Sorry, Dillon probably hurt his... No, Barrett probably hurt his hands on Dillon's ribs there. Got it out in the end, didn't I?
Yeah.
But that's how tough Dillon is.
Yeah, you could probably have one more good round before he starts to be...
I do often confuse myself, Barry.
And us.
Yeah.
I
see you.
As colleagues and also as an audience home.
There was always a confused look on your face in Bahrain recently. Just, what's he going on about? Anyway, enough of that. 4th round here in the lightweight division. Zelfa Barrett, Liam Dillon. And it was a better round that for Dillon, that 3rd round. Changing up his defence here, but as I say that, lovely left hook that he walks onto and another left to the body from Barrett.
That cross-arm defence, I mean, not sure. I mean, there's a lot of body on show there, I think, and Barrett just showing with those long levers he can get around those elbows.
Who do you think was most famous for that? Ken Norton or Joe Fraser? Yeah.
Gotta be. Though I did try it once, so it wouldn't fight.
In the freighters fight.
As we trying to get out the ring.
Looking to hold his feet a little bit more in this 4th round, Barrett. But as I say that, back comes Dillon, aggressive. Going to find more of those uppercuts. Really working that left to the body well, isn't he, Barrett?
From Dillon. Oh, nice uppercut there from Dillon. Didn't quite catch the target clean enough, but still a scoring shot.
That's been his best shot, hasn't it, the uppercut?
Yeah, it has, yeah, surprisingly. But I thought it'd be the overhand right.
Yeah. And on the flip side, although he throws a lovely left hook, head and body, Barrett, you'd think where Dillon does creep forward a little bit, the uppercut would have been there for Barrett.
A lovely 1-2, sitting the right hand there from Barrett. Made Dillon just quicken his feet up. But again, the same thing applies here for Dillon, just having to take too many shots to get close before he has success. He's having a bit of success again here in this round, but for me, just taking too many clean punches as he's advancing.
Every now and again, Barrett, you see him really commit to that left hook, and I tell you what, it is a stunning shot.
He's got a lot of trouble a few times.
It has, hasn't it? It really has. Jordan Gill, brilliant fight that was. Jordan did brilliant, wasn't he, Gill? Finishing in the 10th round. Again, you can see just Barrett looking to hold his feet a little bit more.
Just a lovely turn of the shoulders and hips when he just throws that right uppercut, which means he has to throw that left hook to get back online.
Uppercut there from Barrett. Every now and again, those elbows go wide of Dillon. This is good work, finishing the round strong, but it's been a good round from Barrett.
Good work there, the one from Dillon.
Yeah.
Combination.
A bit more variation in the work there, wasn't there, of Dillon? Starting low and finishing high.
It's a lovely shot, really is. Didn't quite get the full turn on the punch. It sort of bounced off the rib cage there of Dillon. And again, just punching from that longer range, and also they're easier punches to see.
And here is Cameron Vong, looking to end his bitter rivalry with Gavin Gwynn once and for all. Got the win last time they fought. A lot of controversy surrounding that. That is our main broadcast, as I say, live from 7 p.m. Little wink from Zelfa Barrett at us at the commentary desk here. I think he's enjoying himself in there, Barry.
He's boxed quite well here, hasn't he? I think Dillon's kept him honest, that's for sure.
As he does,
yeah,
most. He's had a bit of a kick up the backside, Dillon. Took his foot off the gas a little bit in that fourth round. A bit more intent, Barry.
And that's a bit of a trait of Barrett, actually. I think I've been critical in the past of coasting fights. I mean, it's one of the most worst infections you can get, coasting fights. If you think you're safe, and all of a sudden then you bring a fighter back in, your momentum and confidence is a funny thing.
What a beautiful right uppercut, sorry Barry, from Zelfa Barrett. Stunning shot, really was. Accurate, sharp. He walked right onto that, Dillon.
It's like seeing him be constantly active with that lovely jab he got, Barrett. Always making a reset or overreaching with your shots. That's his weapon to land you, to walk you onto what we just saw there was a lovely uppercut.
I'll ask you a question as well. Do you think a fighter has a responsibility not just to stop coasting for their own safety, but to stop coasting for entertainment value?
It's tricky, isn't it? Good body shot there from Barrett, and lovely movement off the ropes as well.
It's beautiful. Well, that right to the body. I think, yeah, he did feel that one. When he springs, we said this, when he springs into life, he's a great fighter to watch. So much speed and variety to the work of Barrett.
Take some punches. Really, really stoic.
Sort of changing, tapping, isn't he, every now and again, and he'll sink a heavy one to head and body, Barrett.
And you know that someone who can change the weight of their shots makes it more difficult, isn't it? You get used to heavy shots, can't you? But when they get a whip involved, like that.
Again, I'll echo what you said. He's as tough as they come, Dillon. But this is really good work. The last 2.5 rounds has been very, very impressive from Barrett. Almost a grimace on the face of Dillon.
Can't criticise him for coasting here, can we? That's for sure.
He's definitely
really solid. holding out of that crouch stance. Good right hand there from Dillon.
Follow them up, Liam. Yeah.
Nice, lovely whipping shot. Not enough on it to trouble Dillon. A good shot all the same there from Barrett.
Looks really well. I mentioned the fight when he beat Kez back July 2023. Didn't stop Kez. That pedigree, Olympian, a lot of promise, and he ripped up the script, Dillon. His dreams come true, becoming the British champion.
Shot there from Barrett.
Going through the gears, really sickening body shots.
Just makes Dillon laugh, doesn't he? With a smile on his face.
Oh, comes back around. A smile again. At times you can't work out if it's a smile or a grimace. Bit of both, perhaps. I'll tell you what, look, if he's won the round or not, I don't know, but it's been a better round from Dillon.
He was winning the round. I'm not quite sure whether he's done it now, because Barrett's come on quite strong here.
But, yeah, the last minute and a half been really, really good from Barrett. Again.
Lovely from Barrett.
Flurry of hooks and a right to the body to finish the round, but Dillon proving his worth once again. Just checking the left ear of Dillon. There seems to be a bit of blood.
He looks like still got plenty in the tank there as well, Barrett.
Molly McCann back in action. She was here checking the ring out, having a walk round ringside, and she is buzzing to get going. Such a great character, and what an addition to the female game. Tons of talent. Remember, she started out as a boxer. Confident. She's really enjoying this journey.
She was good.
She was good. You commentated, didn't you, in Belfast?
Actually, really good. I mean, just keeping her shape, sitting on that back foot, constantly aggressive, and making it hard to hit. But it wasn't sitting on that back foot to be defensive. It was to push off with power. I mean, she's a really good division, like that super bantamweight. But she'd get a couple more wins, and impressive as she was, and she'd be asking questions.
Yeah, she has that fan base, doesn't she? She brings that over from MMA. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too long until we see her in some big fights. She has that name, as you say, that Barrett does. And getting back to this fight, 2 to go of this 8-rounder in the lightweight division here in Birmingham at the NEC. And look at this from Dillon.
It was that sort of uppercut screw shot, wasn't it? First of all, from out the distance there from Dillon, that landed clean.
That's right to the body.
People say if Dillon could punch, but I don't think it's that. If he could just quicken his feet up, I think he'd help him a lot more. That's all. But when he gets close like that, I know he stays nice and low. He punches from a crouch stance. Makes it harder to defend against. But if you could quicken those feet up, you get quicker to the target more often.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to lean forward just as long, would he? Oh, that was a lovely left hook. Seemed to stun the legs ever so slightly at Dillon. Again, he takes a brilliant shot.
But you know why that does? Because you're off balance, because you're over your front foot and it hits you on the temple, so it gives you that little bit of a jiggle with your feet.
Oh, that right uppercut. You've got to be careful. Although he's having success, Dillon, when he does crouch down and he's leaning forward, but
he ignores it, doesn't he, Dillon?
It bounces off him.
It's a lovely shot. No, it didn't happen.
Going back to that temple shot, it's such a hard feeling to describe. Because you kind of, I don't know if you've ever had it, but I remember going to Denmark and sparring with Keza, and he caught me in the last round of the last spar, and my legs were doing this weird dance, but I knew exactly where I was.
Yeah.
But I just could not stop dancing. It's all about snake hips. I was all over the place.
Doesn't surprise me. Oh. Below the second shot there, Barrett, but the first one was a lovely right in the solar plexus.
I think he's felt that one to stop Dillon working for a few seconds here, which for Dillon is a long time.
Anyone else is out.
Vicious hooks, 3 of them. But back comes Dillon.
Oh, he's setting up. They didn't let it pull the trigger, did he, Barrett? But the movement was lovely against the. Again, that back foot, he widens the stance.
1-2, and again, just bounces off the head of Dillon. I'll tell you what, look, he's fulfilled his dream. He's become a British champion, but all depends on how long he wants to do this for. But you'd throw him in with so many fighters because you know he's going to test them. You know he's going to be valued for money. Always a great addition on the card.
But you know, it's what he wants to, isn't it? He's been a British champion, he want to be that again, so you won't want to be like the opponent for everybody. Barrett again, I think, you know, he is the fluent boxer, and even I think the last sort of few rounds, Dillon's made it more difficult and landed some good shots, but Barrett always sort of seems half in control. Just seeing that lovely shot. Again, just being able to use those long levers and throw that uppercut from a longer range. Just finding the angle underneath the elbows quite often, whether it's wrong the side or through the middle.
And with the speed that he carries, you can see in patches there, he can react very quickly. If he sees an opening, like a lot of his work is set up, Barrett, but if there is an opening that comes up, within a split second, you'll see the counter. Well, 8th round in this lightweight contest, second up here on prelims. It's been a good contest. It's been Barrett showing us why he was once upon a time a European champion and a world title challenger, with his movement, his speed, his variation. We've seen Dillon, former British champion, showing his worth again, his toughness. So impressive, Barry.
Yeah, he's boxed really well here. I mean, you can argue that, you know, he maybe stepped down one level from where he's been fighting at the minute. Dillon will argue against that, and I understand that, but I mean, he probably has, and it's an 8-rounder, so Dillon doesn't have the time to go to like wear you down like you might want over the 12-round period, but still, he's controlled it, used his experience as well, and just a natural skill set that he has there. At the moment, listen, there's still 2 minutes to go, but at the moment, he's looking like he's in sort of control, relatively comfortable. Never quite comfortable, but enough to never be in trouble and know he's doing enough to win and be able to up the pace when and if he needs to.
He's picking a nice shot, Dillon, a nice right to the body. He's sort of stepping forward with the jab or feinting, and he knows Barrett predominantly moves to his left-hand side, so he just throws the right to the body. He's landed quite a few of them, as he does there. Nice counter left hook from Barrett, a right uppercut to follow.
Well, he's sort of doing at times what we said he should have done from round 1, and throwing clusters.
See what that counter left hook reminds me of? It's you versus Freitas.
Oh, it's not that good, is it?
That was a peach of a left hook you threw. Was that first round where you drop him?
If the fight ended there, it was a good night. Good shot there from Barrett.
Again, there's that left hook, yeah. Trying to smother, nullify the work of Barrett. Dillon getting as close as he can, throwing that right to the body, the left hook upstairs, trying that cross guard defense, throwing a nice left hook. Oh, right to the body though.
How does he find the angle for the shots? Because
corner of Dillon really trying to get them going. Leave it all in the ring, which he does every single time he fights.
That's his MO, isn't it? He's never going to be asked to do any more than he's done. And tactically, at times, you could maybe... You only do what you can do at times. Well, it's easy to say you should do this and do that, but we all got our own skill set, haven't we?
Coming up to the last 10 seconds here in this lightweight bout between two good fighters, Zelfa Barrett, Liam Dillon. It's been a good watch. It's been a fight in which you felt Barrett needed to win if he wanted to stay fighting at the level he's been at in the past, and it's a fight we believe he won. good contest here. NEC starting to pick up here. People taking their seats. Well, let's hand over Stay the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action here in Birmingham, we go to referee Ryan Churchill's scorecard. It reads 78-74 for your winner, Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett.
Zelfa Barrett gets the 34th win of his career and puts himself back in title contention, beating the ever-tough Liam Dillon, leaves it all in the ring. He can be extremely proud of himself, and I hope we do see him out again. He'll be happy with his night's work.